I was with the Lord before the gate of hell, where the fallen angel Michael was verifying the name of the dead in the book of condemnation. The Lord was in tears for every souls that was cast in the fire of hell. In this place Christians behave like they should not be here just because they are Christian. They were in the queue before the fallen angel Michael and they kept saying, "This is not our place, we should not be here, we don't belong here." They spoke that way because they knew God and serve Him in their life, but flying demons were mocking them. They told them, if you really served God you would not be here. People who come here are the one who refuse to obey God. They had preferred to follow the distraction of our master, refusing the way of the Creator. The Bible say, "Not everyone who says to me, Lord, Lord, will enter the kingdom of heaven, but the one who does the will of my Father who is in heaven." In the queue there was a lady who was claiming his innocence. In fact, every man and woman in the queue before the gate of hell was claiming to be innocent. It is when the movie of their life were projected on the screen that they went silent, recognizing their culpability. When I looked at this woman on the queue, there was a wood stove attached to her hand, and a voice was coming from this wood stove, saying justice repeatedly. The voice from the wood stove demanded justice, when this woman was claiming that she should not be here and that she was innocent. The CD of the movie of her life, that is called Testament of Existence, was taken by a demon, and the movie of her life was projected on the plasma TV before all to see what was her condemnation. I saw that the lady lived in the city center, not far from the city central market. On the screen it was indicated that it was a certain Sunday where her neighbor went to church. They were cooking, but when it was time to go to church they stopped cooking and moved the saucepan from the wood stove and went to church. Leaving the wood stove before the door of the house, I saw that there was still fire on the wood stove but nothing was cooking. At that moment I saw this lady coming out of the bathroom. She saw the wood stove of the neighbor with fire but nobody was using it. Given that there was nobody using the wood stove, she called her daughter to take their food that had become cold in order to heat it on the neighbor wood stove. I saw that her daughter refused to do it. When she saw that her daughter refused, the lady went and took the wood stove and brought it in her compound. She used it and heated her food. When she had finished, she returned the wood stove where she took it. But since she did not ask permission and authorization to use someone's property, this was her condemnation. Even if the neighbor was her friend, she needed to ask for permission. She could not use someone's property on her back without the person's consent. The lady was condemned and the gate of hell was opened, and she was thrown in the fire. The next in the queue was a young boy. He was carrying a laundry containing women underwear and bra, and these items were saying justice continually. In fact, I saw that in hell everything speak, even a wall can speak, even fire can speak, and every item spoke and accusing these lost souls, demanding justice against them. When the video of the boy life was projected, I saw that on that particular day, he had come back from school morning shift, and all her sister went to school for the afternoon shift. Her parent went to work and he was alone in the compound seated on a chair. I was watching this scene of his life, and I saw that all her sisters, when they cleaned their underwear and bra, they dried them on the wire in the compound, exposing the boy to their intimate laundry. It was a habit for them and it seems normal in this family, and the boy is exposed to her sister's bra and underwear all the times, for they don't dry them in a hidden place but on the public in the compound. On this particular day it was 4 p.m. when the rain was about to fall. The boy rushed to take a laundry and remove her sister's underwears and bra, for it was about to rain. Since these underwear represent her sister's intimate part, and since he used to see them all the time, this was the boy condemnation. I was bewildered and puzzled by these judgment and condemnation. It was beyond my mind and understanding. I could not accept it. I was stranger to all these realities, but the Lord was explaining to me what was happening in this mysterious and gruesome place. While the judgment was going on, the Lord who was crying was explaining to me in these words: warn parent that wash their underwear and bra and dry them in the compound before children. They are exposing little ones to condemnation. It's a curse that they are putting on the children. These are intimate part that cannot be exposed in the public. Since the boy used to see these underwear of his sisters, parent and relative, he was cursed. The gate of hell was opened and he was cast in the fire. The next person was a young woman. On her face and bodies I saw sausages that were attached. These sausages were rotting and had maggot coming out of them. She was trying to remove these sausages from her bodies but in vain. There came from these sausage a voice that kept demanding justice. When a CD of her life was inserted with the plasma screen of the demon Mikkel, I saw the young lady life projected on the screen. She was from a family where they were only two sisters, with their parent, and she was the junior sister. Her big sister used to sell sausage in the neighborhood. She also lended these sausage to those who wanted to pay later. And this young lady used to borrow her sister's sausage, but she find it hard to pay back what she owe her sister, because she thought it was her biological sister and it's a family matter. Whenever she borrowed the sausage the following day when it was time to pay the money, she would tell her sister, "Big sister, I don't have money, Daddy did not give me money." Often her big sister would get angry against her. But since it is her younger sister she would forget about it. But the younger sister kept accumulating debt because of the sausage she was borrowing and failing to pay. Since she died without paying what she owed her sister, it is these sausage that she borrowed from her sister that were demanding justice and condemnation. She was crying, "How can you condemn me for my sister's sausage? She is my biological sister. I did not do something wrong." The gate of hell was opened and the lady was cast into the fire.